And of course, this room is dedicated to the whole decade of the 70s, but the room that we have dedicated just for this year is a little more highlights of the 74 season itself, which was obviously our first Super Bowl season, and really was a remarkable season. Started out that we had a player strike, so our veteran players weren't even in training camp that year. Then Joe Gillum wound up being the starting quarterback to start the season. Terry Bradshaw didn't start till a few games into the season. And of course, the defense really was just so dominant and the consistent part of the team. The record in the playoffs in terms of holding all those teams to less than 50 yards rushing every game still stands as one of the most remarkable stretches in the playoff history. So we're excited about the season. Of course, Alumni Weekend this year will be dedicated to the 1974 team, so we'll be inviting Jack and his teammates back. But looking forward to celebrating the season, for the whole season. So it's great to be able to welcome one of the great players in our history, a member of the Hall of Fame and our Hall of Honor, and one of the great players on the 74 team, Jack Hamel.
Thank you, Art. First of all, I cannot believe it's been 50 years since that first Super Bowl we were able to win. And I think there were a lot of things that happened, as Art kind of alluded to. A lot of things happened during the course of that year. With the players' strike initially, we didn't come into camp. It gave a lot of our rookies who were in camp time to really get acclimated. And guys like we talk so much about the '74 draft with Lynn Swan and Lambert and Mike Webster and John Stallworth. But I think for that year, the guy who probably made the most impact out of those guys was probably Jack Lambert, because he was a rookie on our football team, and he was calling the fronts and changing secondary coverages. And we know a lot of things about Jack Lambert. He's kind of a crazy guy, but he was also probably one of the smartest guys I've been around on the football field, because you don't come in as a rookie and play as well as he did in big games like that. And I guess that was the key for us defensively to kind of put us over the top. I think we were a good defense before that. We got an outstanding middle linebacker in Jack, and then we were able to, as Art said, able to dominate. Pro football has changed a lot since that first Super Bowl, but there's a lot of things that stay the same. And number one is if you're a defense, you have to take away the running game initially. You have to do it today, and we had to do it back then. And we were able to do that in our playoff games against Buffalo, against the Oakland Raiders, and against Minnesota as well. We made that Minnesota team one-dimensional. They were able to run the ball, I think, for 17 yards that entire game, and our defensive line was the key part. I was telling Art earlier, we lost Jack Lambert the entire second half. We lost Andy Russell. We had two linebackers, and Dwight White was coming out of the sick bed out of the hospital. But our front four was so dominant, and they controlled the line of scrimmage and made it a lot easier for all of us back there in the linebackers in the secondary. And so I take a lot of pride in that championship, because defensively and running the football, that's been the MO of the Steeler football, and that's the way we were able to win it. We ran for over 200 yards, hold the other team 17 yards rushing, and you end up winning a championship. So.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.